That's what happens when, on the 1985 second generation Camaro, when the glass decides to go the opposite way you want it. It would have been fine if the frame had stayed in one position.
No.
But the glass was, well, you know.
Yeah, the board was kind of on the glass when I lowered it, and it was very cold and shattered.
Yeah. So don't put any boards on your Camaros and then try and close it, providing, of course, that it is sub-zero outside.
Actually, I think it was 3 degrees above when I did.
Well, whenever. It's up here in Canada, so it's cold.
Yeah, right.
Just further the impression that it always snows up here. Anyway, we got the Berlinetta sort of free. We'll figure out how to pull it forward soon enough as the Camaro creaks.
Oh,
well, it must have been. It sounded like a bunch of glass falling. We found out that the frame on this side is completely rotten. And one side it's got a chunk missing out of it about that big.
Did you put a freaking ratchet through it?
Well, I know, but I was testing to see if it was solid. That's how you check. You hit it with stuff.
Yeah.
Well, if it had been solid, the blunt end of a ratchet would not have gone through it. But anyway, we've got to fix the frame on this side, and it's a bit rotted in the back rear quarter, so we got to fix that.
On the other side of
well, that's obvious as much. But anyway, most of the plants have died around the car, so it's okay.
This makes me wonder how this tree branch got here and where it came from.
I don't want to know.
Mind your foot.
There's some of it, the inside. Hey! When I slammed the door, the Berlinetta thing fell on the other side. Whoops. The door? Ow! Found the exhaust manifold.
The hard way.
The door panels in this car are actually quite nice. You notice that?
Yep. The interior and the exterior are good. The frame's shit.
Yeah, well, on this side.
Yeah. Frame's bad in the engine. You want to show them the engine?
Yeah, see if you can pop the hood. There's a funny reason why that piece of metal on the roof is like that. It goes along with the truck that's over there, the beige one. But 95. Where's your redneck screwdriver? Never mind, I got a key on me that'll work. We haven't actually got any keys, we just have to sort of... There's a hole right up in here. I have the flu. No, we're gonna need the redneck screw... Never mind. Would you be mad if I told you I lost the key inside your Camaro? Never mind. I'll need the redneck screwdriver to open that. Well, he's got the hood open. The frame on this side, though, is solid. It's rotted in the corner, quarter panel, but it's okay otherwise. The important bit of it's strong. Clear coat. Peeling that. It's dirty. This door panel needs to be cleaned still. We need to put some of the trim back in. We got to fix that rocker panel. Underneath here, the floor is rotten. There's a rotten corner up underneath that pad over there. And underneath the seat, there's a big hole. It's a Fred Flintstone car, essentially.
John.
Huh? Okay, can you pop the trunk?
Alright.
Since you haven't had air conditioning back in the day. The headliner's coming down. Back seats are nice, too. Not that anybody can actually fit in them.
And shockwave.
The door sags. A lot.
Well, that too.
Watch this.
No hands!
Most brilliant prunking trunk lid. Anyway, the door sags, so there's a problem. And this is supposed to go back in there. Whenever we stun the door, it falls out. Anyway, on the tag, it's got a birthday of 12th month 80, so it's a Christmas car. The owner of it calls it Noel.
Anyway.
Yeah, Noel. However you pronounce it, I pronounce it Noel.
Yeah, I think it's called the State of Noel.
Yeah. No. Spare seats, the amazingly unseized alternator. That's completely screwed up in every other way. The shroud for some of the bits and push rods, bits and pieces, bolts, whatever. Has this been turned back?
Nope, I think.
This thing isn't actually rotted along here, which is nice. The body in this car is fantastic. It's just the rest of it that's not so much. Now, there's another very important thing that's wrong with it. Something else that's very important wrong with it. That's supposed to be a 267 cubic inch V8. It isn't really anymore.
On the bright side, the spark plugs in the cap.
Well, I know. We won't have to replace we won't have to fix that. But we're gonna have to find a new engine for this.
Or rebuild the bloody thing.
Yeah, well, I can. You know, I bet you.
Yes.
Congrats.
You polished the fucking car.
I did polish the nose of this car.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, it was 2 months ago, but I polished it.
Yeah, it cut. Whoa, what the hell's that?
White paint.
Nope, turtle wax.
Huh. How about that? If you wipe it off with the hem with the sleeve of your coat, you'll make it shiny. We have to replace the brake booster, master cylinder, and we have to clean it out. We have to. I'm just gonna rip out all the air conditioning stuff.
I think it is small amount of damage right here.
Yeah, it looks like there is. But I found the other alternator mount. I didn't even know that was there. It blended in so well. But
it's just as horrible as the rest of this.
I bet you the cost of a rebuild I could fix this.
Yeah?
If you can get me the parts, I can rebuild this motor.
More than likely.
I'd have to take a lot of sandpaper to the inside of it, fine grit, steel wool.
You could pretty much just lower yourself in here and start working on it.
What's underneath the valve cover? Oh, fuck. Pardon my language, but there's no bolts in this valve cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, this motor is a bit, well, there's no springs. There's the tappets on this side have been removed.
Is that stopping from seizing? Or would they seize anyway?
Well, I don't even think I can pull them out. Those are the mounts. The push rods are actually not in this side. That would explain why there's a trunk full of rotten ones. We'll have to replace those. We'll have to get a new push rod set, tappet, valves.
Along with everything else?
Yeah. You basically have to replace most of the engine to fix it.
Oh, yeah.
So I think we could just see if we could find a 305 for $150 or less. It's got a heater, I know. It was in the options from what I was reading. But I'm going to pull the air conditioning out of it and half the tubes are there. But they're still good mostly, but don't want to. That's too bad that I didn't know that this was like this. But you can probably salvage most of the parts off of it.
Well, either that or you can just tear it down and rebuild it yourself.
Yeah. Well, if you can get me the parts, Thomas.
And the space.
Yep. And the I could do this in my shed, man.
Yeah.
But this car is going to need a lot of work. I'd need a new radiator too.
We need to get rid of this crap.
Yeah, this shit. Noise reduction stuff.
Well, it does reduce the noise quite a bit, actually.
I know.
Found that out. Just get that replaced. To be honest. As a cloud of smoke travels in your direction.
Stupid flu.
Yeah.
Cold-ish thing.
It's that time of the year. February of 2011.
Rats were living in here.
Where haven't rats?